Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. In this video, I want us to have a look at a tweet by Mutahi Ngunyi. For the tweet is going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Before we do that, let me say this. Since yesterday night till now when I'm talking, I know you might have realized that media houses are no longer showing their live presidential tallies. You might have seen that. Yesterday, Rafael Tuju, at an interview with Citizen TV, alleged that some people attempted to hack some systems involved in this year's elections. That was yesterday. And we also heard of some rumors that some people had hacked into the systems of these mainstream media houses and inserted some algorithm. And that's why largely we were seeing Raila and William Ruto just wanachana tu na some constant margins. If it's not Raila giving Ruto a margin of 100,000, it's William Ruto giving Raila a margin of 100,000. So there were some rumors that some hackers had hacked onto those systems and inserted some algorithms that will eventually give William Ruto a win. Those are all rumors and allegations we have been hearing. And then yesterday again, some senior IEBC officials, returning officers, and some presiding officers were caught red-handed with marked ballot papers outside of the polling stations. Thousands of marked ballot papers. And from what we are seeing from this election, it's coming out as a tight election. At least from the results we are seeing, it appears that it's a tight election. And any candidate who can get extra 200,000 votes from outside, or rather from somewhere, will just win this election. And some IEBC officials were caught red-handed with thousands of marked ballot papers. That was in Starehe constituency. And the video has really been circulating, and I know you might have seen that video. All those events proves it to me that Africa, and more so Kenya, it will take Kenya very many years for Kenya to conduct a free, fair election. IEBC in 2022 will not be able, if those instances we have seen are anything to go by, IEBC will not be able to offer Kenyans free, fair elections. All this we are seeing coming from Chebukati, these are just theatrics meant to help them achieve and attain their ill intentions. Chebukati is not able and ready to give Kenyans free, fair elections. All these things of inviting some choirs to sing for Kenya, those are just clever gimmicks meant to hoodwink Kenyans. Let's have a look at Mutahi's tweet before we proceed. Mutahi Ngunyi, something don't add up. If voter turnout in Mount Kenya was very low, what explains the 49% Raila, 49% Ruto in media? This beats scientific logic. If Azimio slips through Bomas, tables will turn. Remember, Mkokoteni has only one wheel. Don't be lazy at Bomas. That's Mutahi Ngunyi some hours ago. When I first saw that tweet by Mutahi Ngunyi, I ignored it because I felt Mutahi Ngunyi was just being pessimistic. But having seen those IEBC officials caught red-handed with marked ballot papers, I'm tempted to give Mutahi Ngunyi's tweet a second thought. And that's why I want that to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. In case you are watching us for the very first time, but so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. From that tweet, Mutahi Ngunyi is talking about the turnout on the mountain in Mount Kenya. When elections were concluded on the mountain, there was a returning officer who made it very clear to Kenyans that turnout in Nyeri stood at around 49%. And that was maybe the highest turnout on the mountain. An indication that in other Mount Kenya counties, turnout was less than 49%. But yesterday, we are being told that turnout in some parts of the mountain was about 70%. But when the elections were concluded on the voting day, we were told the turnout on the mountain was below 50%. But now we are being told it's about 68%, 65, 68 to 70%. So something is actually not adding up. And if you look at this election, for William Ruto to win this year's election, it all depends on the turnout from the mountain. And from what we saw, William Ruto lost this election on the voting day because of the low turnout on the mountain. In fact, from what we saw, the mountain recorded the lowest turnout in the whole country, across the country. That's what we saw. Nyanza's turnout was very high. Rift Valley was high cost. In fact, it was the mountain that recorded the lowest turnout. And that's why I believe William Ruto lost that election on that day. Ruto lost the election on that day. But now figures, we are being told that the turnout is around 70%. I honestly believe, ladies and gentlemen, that if you look at the way Kenyans voted, it's all painted blue. That's a fact. Raila's beaten William Ruto in Nyanza, in Western, at the coast, in Nairobi, Northeastern, in the Gusii Nation, Masai. Raila's beaten William Ruto in every region, including in Eastern. Ruto is only winning in Rift Valley and on the mountain. So it also beats logic that with that low turnout we saw on the mountain, William Ruto and Raila Odinga are neck to neck. That's not adding up. Something is actually being cooked. It's not adding up. In fact, if the figures are to be counted, then Raila should be way ahead of William Ruto. If we are to be realistic here, Raila should be way much ahead of William Ruto. Not what we are being told, all seeing that is a neck to neck. Something is not adding up. And that's why it's now incumbent upon the government to deploy their machineries, to make sure the will of the people is not overturned by some goons and crooks. The government should make sure they crack the whip, and they should crack that whip now. And to Raila Amolo Odinga, if at all you are listening to me, our beloved President Uhuru Kenyatta, crack the whip. Don't allow the will of the people to be overturned by a few people. Crack the whip. The same principle that Kenya used in 2013 and in 2017, that was a wonderful principle. A principle Kenya should use in 2022 to make sure the will of the people, the majority, are not overturned by a few people. Kenya is painted blue all over. That's a fact. We cannot just allow some few patches of yellow to overturn that blue majority. It will be a very big injustice to the majority of Kenyans who woke up in the morning and casted their votes. Government should and must crack the whip. Ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, Edwin Sifuna yesterday assured the nation that they have tallied their final results and they are comfortably on the lead. So Kenyans should be patient. They should not be worried. They should be patient. Because if the true results are the ones to be announced, then already Azimio team have won the election. That's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. And even Raila's campaign manager yesterday, like Kipia governor, also just reiterated that at an interview with some media stations yesterday. And to prove that what Edwin Sifuna and Ndiritu Muridhi might be saying are true, we saw them organizing some celebrations yesterday at KICC, an indication that they had their tallies and they knew they had won the election. That's why most likely they had organized for some celebrations yesterday at KICC. But it appears some few people are out to turn the wheel of a majority of Kenyans. That should be resisted and be thwarted by all means. Let me leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. In case you are watching us for the very first time, that's the kind of analysis we do here. We don't beat about the bush. We go straight on to the point. We call it as it is without fear or favor. In case you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana.